Hello there, we're back. That's right, another dip review. It's currently 3:30 in the morning, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, which is a holiday I'm not a fan of. Not Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? I hope you all had a good one. I had a great one. I went to my grandparents' house and great food. It was great to catch up with the family. And pie. Pumpkin pie. It's the best. So I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I did myself. I already kind of showed by throwing it up and then catching it and dropping it on the floor apparently what we are reviewing today, and it's long overdue because I've never reviewed it, and come to know that they've sold it around here all along. I never knew that they did, but they do apparently. We're reviewing Grizzly Long Cut 1900 Natural. I never knew that Grizzly 1900 Long Cut and Grizzly Natural were the same thing. I go to the store and I'm saying, hey, can I get a tin of Grizzly Natural? They're like, what's natural? I'm like, Grizzly Natural? Do you sell that here? They're like, Grizzly 1900 is the same as natural. All right, fuck, give it to me. So, a little bit embarrassing. I always thought they were different things. I'm just getting into natural dips, as you can tell. I've been digging them lately. So, nonetheless, I got it. This is my second tin of it. I know I was risky. I've never tried it before. I still got two tins. I typically don't do that for a dip I've never tried before. But now I have. Ho ho ho! Lots of exciting things coming up on the channel in the coming weeks. So definitely stay tuned. And also please like my Facebook page, Joey Leds Dippin', facebook.com/JoeyLedsDippin'94. Lots of great stuff there. It'll be a great way to keep up and get the kind of inside scoop and everything. And keep up with me. Yeah, let's move on to the presentation. I think this is a pretty sexy can, if I do say so myself. It's kind of like same color as a penny. It's very, very shiny. Was this seriously not lined up? What the fuck? That's not like me. Yeah, it's kind of the same color as like a penny. I like it. It's not their best design, it's not their worst. I think it looks pretty good though. Tin construction, as always with Grizzly, a very sturdy can. Very thick metal lid, very thick plastic bottom. And the date. Okay, so I need to run through this with you guys. We have F3, so that would be June 2013. Some people still ask, how do you tell the date on Grizzly? Well, see the date here in this black bar? Well, it's a code actually. Well, if you take everything else out, but just the last two digits right there. At the very end, you'll see a number. That would indicate the year. This is 3, so that would indicate 2013. And then the letter right before that indicates the month. Okay, so how do you tell the month? Well, it just goes right through. A is January, B is February, C is March, D is April, E is May, F is June, G is July, H is August. You skip the I because it looks like a 1. Then you move on to J, which is September, K October, L is November, and M is December. That's how you tell. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Yes, I had to write all that down. Because every time I get a can, I see the letter, I'm like, I have to count like A, B, C, D, So yeah, now you know. That's how you can tell. And that's not the best by date, that's not the sell by date. That is the date that it was actually packaged into the can. Or the month and year that it was packaged into the can. Now you know. So even though this is back from June, Grizzly takes so long to go bad, and they really don't push the natural dips around here. Natural dips aren't really that popular around here, believe it or not. Which I'm surprised because I love them. Most people around here go for fucking fruity flavors. Skull apple. I love me some skull apple. Yeah, it's hardcore shit. No, it ain't. Yeah, let's open the tin up and take a whiff of the scent, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, so it has a typical natural scent, but not as salty. But it really doesn't smell artificial. It's just kind of it's a bold natural scent. But it's a good little scent that it has going on there. We're gonna pack a lip now. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yes, I started to pack it on the, I used to always pack it on the side. Now I've been recently packing it on the top. I switch back and forth, different methods. I like to try new stuff out, and I finally kind of got the maneuver down to do it this way, and I found it pretty effective. Everyone has their own methods, everyone has their own ways, and this is apparently my new way. Decent pack job there. Pretty good pack job there, actually. This is actually, we'll get it more into detail later, but this is actually a little bit harder to pack than other Grizzlies because it's not as long cut. Let's get into that later on. Get a decent sized pinch in here, put it in the mouth. Hey, add a little bit more. Close the lid and line it up. Oh yeah, you gotta line it up. There we go. I always do it by the barcode. I'm actually going to pack a little bit more because it doesn't feel full to me. I've been packing bigger lips lately. Some people ask me, how many lips do you get out of a can? I used to get a lot, and now that I've been packing more, a lip. Out of a can, I typically get 5 or 6. So it doesn't taste like your typical natural dip. Usually natural dips, they taste natural, but they have a certain saltiness to them, salty flavor. This is not at all like that. This tastes like a natural without the saltiness to it. It almost has a little bit of a sweet tinge to it. It's a good flavor. It's a bit different than other natural dips. I prefer other naturals over this. It really doesn't taste like any other natural I've had, but I'm just starting to experiment with naturals, so, you know, that could change, but no comparison really. I dropped it again! So like I said earlier, or kind of hinted at, it's not that long cut, which Grizzly's known for having a pretty long cut. Not as long as Stoker's, longer cut than most other dips. But this is the long cut. The natural comes in snuff, long cut, and I believe extra long cut, and I'm not 100% sure if it comes in pouches or not. They only sell the snuff and the long cut around here. So I went with the long cut. Snuff, I like snuff once in a while, but I can never get the technique down. I've always had that problem. I just can't get it down. No matter how many times I try. So it's more of a mid-cut, which, you know, I've never really had a problem with before. So it packed together pretty well. It's pretty easy going in the lip. It doesn't have a very abrasive texture, I find. Which is another thing that's different for Grizzly. Usually they'll tear your gums up, man. So since I'm used to dipping like Cope LC and stuff, I'm pretty good with mid-cuts. And for me, it packs together fine. I don't really have much of a problem with it. If you dip a lot of like long cut dips, you might have a sorry, stuttering over my words. A little bit of trouble. But I don't. I really don't get much of a burn from this stuff, which I never really do with natural dips. I get the worst burn from wintergreens. They'll really tear your gums up. They're known for that. Natural dips, not so much, so I really don't get a burn out of this. And nicotine. Another difference from most Grizzly products. It has less nicotine than most Grizzlies. It has like a moderate amount. It's more like in the Copenhagen field with that. It has a decent amount, but not a ton. More than Skull, less than Stoker's, less than your typical Grizz. It's more like Copenhagen. It has a pretty equivalent amount of nicotine to Copenhagen, I find. Obviously, if you get the snuff, it's probably going to kick your ass more. That's just how snuff is. Cope LC I'm good with. If I pack a huge lip of Cope snuff, sometimes it'll knock me on my ass if I take enough. But natural dips are typically more dry than other dips are. That's just how they are. It's not because it's necessarily bad. That's just how these are. Some people say, ooh, Cope LC's dry. No, it's not. That's just how natural dips are. Technically, there's a Cope Natural and Cope LC, but I categorize Cope LC as a natural dip because it's probably one of the most natural dips out there. It's just original flavored. Straight is not original flavored. That's flavored. It's an original flavored dip. It's Copenhagen original. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but good amount of spit. Pretty dark spit. Yes, so yeah, you still get a decent amount of spit even though this was packaged in June. It's very rare that Grizzly goes bad. It keeps for a long time. Lastability, it also lasts a while. I can keep a lip in for a while before it starts to go dry, which is always good. Aftertaste can be a little bit of a problem, which most dips do have an aftertaste, and I've noticed I love naturals now. If you watched my Stoker's Natural review, I didn't like it back then. If I made a Stoker's Natural review now, I would have given it a 10 out of 10 because I love it. It's probably my favorite natural dip. I was still getting used to natural dips at the time. It kind of really tastes like ass when you take it out, so beware of that. It's not that big a deal, really. Aftertastes, as I always say, are not very hard to get rid of, but it will have a bit of an aftertaste. So keep that in mind. Now we have shoutouts. I didn't give any shoutouts in my last video because it was kind of spontaneous. Didn't know I was going to be reviewing it. I did it with my friend Brendan. So today we have quite a bit of shoutouts. First shoutout, big shoutout, is Chubfucker. we've been talking. We used to talk a lot back in the day when I first started my reviews. You know, so we'd do Skypes with like Asian Tiger and everything, Super Expressive, who's not around anymore, and him, and he's been around for a while, and he hasn't been making videos a lot because he's just been busy, but he's starting to get back into it. He has a good starter fan base, but I wanted to give a shout out to him, so check him out. As always, another two dippers who are great, my friend Afro Dipper and my friend Yankee Dipper. And then a bunch of people who asked for shout outs. Stokers and Smokers, Crack Baby, lovely username right there, Jake's Reviewsful, Hunter Long 1266, and Nick Doka. So check them all out. Those are the shout outs. Yes, a lot of shout outs this video. I wanted to make up for not having any last video. And we are currently at 6,983 subscribers, reaching towards 7,000. Have some special stuff lined up for that. So to all of you, thank you very much. I love you all. I really do. I love you. Not in that way, but I love you. And now it's time for the rating. Whoops, I almost dropped it again. Of Grizzly Natural, 1900, whatever you want to call it, long cut. This is a good natural dip. Like I said, it's not as good, in my opinion, as Stoker's Natural or Copenhagen Natural, but it is still good, since, you know, those are kind of hard to find around here. So it's not the best natural dip out there. I don't hate it, I don't love it, I just like it, and I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So definitely try it out, pick yourself up a can, and to try it for yourself and see what you think. Anyways, that's the review for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and take care.